Hi everyone, welcome to our session, How to Design a Government Innovation Lab, the case of the Justice Innovation Lab of the Dominican Republic. So this is our agenda, our thought process behind the creation of the lab, the concrete initiatives that we did, and lessons learned. So first, very quickly, how did we design a lab? Research, context and needs, strategy, execute and iterate. And we're going to walk you through how we did all of this. So we started with research, from looking at government innovation labs all over the world and also context in the Dominican Republic. Who were going to be the stakeholders for the lab? It had to be all of the legal profession. It had to be law firms and lawyers, in-house counsel, academia, civil society, and making sure that we could put the citizen at the center. We wanted to do user-centered justice, the judiciary, and the school of the judiciary. Those were the stakeholders for whom we had to design, plus the worldwide research that we did. After understanding all of the context, we realized that we needed a target user from the lab. We needed someone that would feel that the lab made sense for them, and the target user would be judges. This is a user template persona that we did in Spanish, but just to show you some of the tools. And we realized that there's a spectrum of judges. We have judges who are haters, who hate innovation, neutral, those who are intellectually curious, and early adopters. We decided that the target users would be these two, because these two would help us change mindsets, build a community around legal innovation, and we realized that more than using artificial intelligence and blockchain and whatnot, what we really needed to do was to change mindsets and build a community. And we did them with these two personas of judges. And we created a value proposition for them that was around education, inspiration, and empowerment. And with these principles, we set out to craft our strategy. What would be our strategy? Our winning inspiration: create a legal innovation movement and a community around legal innovation. That was the strategy for us to start. And the strategy might change, but that had to be the winning aspiration. Where we decided to play: judges and academia, only with these two stakeholders. How to win? We decided to create transformative educational experiences for judges and academia, and we needed to make the lab feel real. And with these two, we knew that we could win and get the lab started. What capabilities did we need? Talent, logistics, branding, and marketing, tied to making the lab feel real. And I'll show you how we made the lab feel real. First, with the importance of branding and visual identity. This is the brand book for the lab that we created, very innovative for a judiciary. A website actually made the lab feel real, especially when everyone was working from home back in 2020. And now we actually have created spaces that signal change. So you actually feel that there's a lab in the judiciary. And in terms of management systems, we needed to do a lot of educational experiences. And the other key indicator was a net promoter score by the judges. Judges had to be advocates of the lab. And this is what we did. Now we're going to show you how we won with the transformational educational experiences that tied the strategy together. And lastly, we're going to share with you some lessons learned from our experience that hopefully will help you create your own innovation labs.
In the challenges, we are looking to change 15 judges at a time, because we believe that those judges can evangelize another 15 more, or even 5. This way, we can bring on board everyone to this amazing initiative. We seek that the participants learn about new types of justice services, how to create them, and identify new opportunities to generate and explore new tools that work for them in the context they are in the Dominican Republic. These type of activities have already inspired the participants to unlock their creative potential. From their start, they began to prototype fundamental tools for their daily tasks. Different ideas have emerged from each of the challenges that we already carried out, some of which are in the process of being implemented in this moment, such as the automation of documents. All of the participants agree that knowing about what's going on in other parts of the world with similar contexts and similar resources and situations, imagining and creating new tools adds immense value to the tasks they perform. So we hope to continue and to bring this initiative to everyone.
How might we create a movement around innovation in access to justice? How might we create a community around the Innovation in Access to Justice Lab? How might we show judges how tech products are built? How might we involve students and academia in solving social issues? To answer these questions, and inspired by Stanford's Hacking for Diplomacy and Hacking for Defense classes, we created our own version of this by creating a hackathon hosted by the Laboratory of Innovation for Justice of the National School of the Judiciary of the Dominican Republic. The idea of this project was to set up teams of students from different disciplines, professors, and judges to work together to solve real justice problems. Generating this space made a lot of sense, as this would help people from different fields get involved in the process of innovation in justice. In other words, the main goal was to create a movement and a community around innovation and justice. For this purpose, we invited all the universities in the Dominican Republic to call on students of all majors and professors who would like to serve as mentors for the project. 5 universities and students of law, advertising, engineering, among others, were involved, as well as judges and professors. The students were divided into 4 groups. Each group was assigned a challenge that will lead them to think on how to create new services or improvements to the justice administration system. For this, we taught them tools created at Stanford, such as the Mission Model Canvas, applied to this specific context so that they could design successful projects. For this, we worked for 10 weeks doing research about the challenges, conducting interviews to empathize on the issues, and then brainstorming and prototyping solutions. Once a week, the groups presented to all the participants the progress they had made during those days. We all discussed and provided comments and new ideas. As a result, the team presented 4 solutions to the challenges that are not only highly innovative, but are also products that can be implemented. An example of this is the platform designed by team number 3, who were challenged to think of ways to use technology to democratize access to and knowledge of justice. The participants in this group decided to focus on the problems of domestic violence. The webpage they built seeks to provide victims with comprehensive help and assistance in these situations. From an educational section where they provide information that can be useful to prevent violence, to a chatbot that allows you to access professional advice, this page includes all the tools to facilitate access to the judicial system for victims of this matter. In addition, to the results of the challenges, the hackathon also succeeded in creating a community around innovation in justice, a community that will help spread knowledge and generate intrigue and excitement around these issues. After the success of the program, we have seen that many people are looking to participate and that it has inspired students, professors, and judges to create similar initiatives.
So let's speak about lessons learned for other innovations lab. The first one, don't copy and paste other innovation labs. I used to be a fellow at Stanford Legal Design Lab. The Dominican Republic asked me to create a lab on the basis of Stanford ones, and I said yes, but we cannot copy and paste. Contexts are different, needs are different, capabilities are different, everything's different. So for the Dominican Republic, we needed to identify true needs that the lab could solve for. So inspiration, but not copying and pasting. Branding and marketing are very powerful allies for labs. You have to get it right. Legitimacy and support must be at the heart of the strategy. So everything that we did was designed to make sure that we would get advocates. So students advocating for innovation, judges using design tools. Another lesson, we were designing for empowerment. We wanted all of the other stakeholders to move forward. So for instance, one of the judges that participated with us is now a major advocate for innovation and access to justice in academic circles, which will bring more legitimacy, more empowerment, that will strengthen our movement. Also, make sure that there's true academic grounding in what you're doing. So there's a full array of literature that really supports what we're doing in the Dominican Republic. And lastly, avoid subjects that scare people and don't add value. We stayed away from the narrative of lawyer robots and judge robots because that doesn't add any value whatsoever, but that would scare judges who had no clue about legal innovation. So we avoid it at all costs. And what we're doing right now, we're learning and we continue to iterate. And we're at the second stage where we'll craft a new strategy on the basis of the 5 questions and the framework that we showed you. We really hope that this is helpful for you guys. Thank you very much for allowing to participate, and please vote for us.